Do you know about the Forbidden Planet?
Yes!
No, not the one from Firewall XL5.
Oh, right, okay. No!
Are you sure you've never heard of Forbidden Planet?
Well, it's a film.
Well, very good. I was hoping you were going to go for the retail store first, but don't worry.
Oh, yes!
I'm not even referring to the 1956 Technicolor Oscar-nominated Forbidden Planet that was based on Shakespeare's The Tempest and provided a huge influence on Star Trek.
Yes.
But in a strange way, this Fab Fact connects all three.
The store, the Fireball XL5 episode.
Yep.
And...
the movie.
What? The Tempest? Oh, I see.
I'm glad you're paying attention. In this case, though, we are talking about Return to the Forbidden Planet.
Ah, I know that.
Yes, it's the fabled follow-up to the 1956 film. Unlike the original, this production was a jukebox musical, jam-packed with hit songs from the early days of rock and roll, such as Great Balls of Fire, Teenager in Love, and Monster Mash.
Still waiting for the Gerry Anderson connection.
All right, hang on.
Yes, go on.
The characters include a mad scientist, a roller skating robot, and a heroic starship captain named Tempest.
Yes.
There's a bit of a link, right?
Yes.
The plot itself is a kind of loose mashup of the same material as its predecessor and the Shakespearean original. Right. It has a goofier, campier style. For those of you who have never seen the original Forbidden Planet, there are no rock songs in it at all.
That's true.
Sorry, spoiler. But yeah.
Still waiting for the Gerry Anderson connection.
Hang on. Return to the Forbidden Planet was originally assembled in 1983 and was staged several times in various forms before catching the eye of a West End producer. In 1989, writer and director Bob Carlton was preparing to launch at the Cambridge Theatre.
Nice.
Now, Bob needed some sequences of special effects to be projected on a big screen behind the actors to maximise production value, but he only had a shoestring budget. Enter one Mr. Gerry Anderson.
Here we go. Now, I see.
According to Dad's autobiography, he was working at the moving picture company, MPC, in Wardour Street, directing commercials when a producer approached him about making the visual effects. Hearing the list of all the shots that the director wanted, which included a tentacled monster, an alien planet, and a meteor storm, he began making a mental estimate of how much the shots might cost. And he just reached an estimate of about £150,000 when the producer informed him that he had the princely sum of £8,000.
Right.
So 150,000 down to 8.
Yeah.
Now, naturally, Dad respectfully declined, only to be cajoled by director Bob, who was reportedly a fan of Anderson shows. So he arranged to screen a videotape of the homemade effects that had been part of the earlier versions of Return to the Forbidden Planet. And Dad is quoted as saying, "It was just so awful that I thought perhaps I really could do something to help."
Right, yeah, okay.
Now, characteristically, Dad was quite downbeat about the finished clips that he provided, claiming that they were only worthy of the 1950s era that the show was lampooning. But nevertheless, the show had a long and successful run, finally closing in 1993.
Yeah, okay.
Now, in 1990, Richard James, it might interest you to know that it was given an Olivier Award.
Yes,
for the Best New Musical, and reportedly inspired a wave of other compilation musicals. And it's been staged many times since, and Dad's contributions were still in it as late as 2002.
Oh, lovely. Wow.
Now, numerous celebrities have made cameo appearances in the production over the years, including Neil deGrasse Tyson, Brian May, and James Doohan.
I see. Nice.
The peculiar blend of rock and B-movie sci-fi has proved popular with audiences all across the country as well as across the world. For those interested in this rather zany production, a YouTube link will be available in the show notes.
Oh, excellent. What, to the whole show?
So, maybe a trailer or something
I
of it.
see,
But,
yeah. Great.
Yeah, so you'll be able to do a brief return to the Forbidden Planet yourself.
Indeed, yes.
There you go. So it was Anderson related.
It was. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, nice. I remember it being around. I don't remember ever going to see it, but I remember it being sort of, on the circuit around about the same time as I was doing the Thunderbirds stage show.
Yeah, you would have been doing Next Gen then, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, there we are.
There you go. I remember that all going on at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And it being
it was big news.
Yeah, it was a bit of a headache for Dad, I think. He
Right.
sort of couldn't really do what he wanted to do and had to do something, and he never really liked having to do that. So
Yeah, sure.
because of the budgetary restraints. But there we go, he did, and it was on there for years. So rather
Nice.
lovely.
Yeah, great.